putting food on the table, clothes on their bodies, a roof over their heads, but you might still be blind to other challenges in the lives of your children. And it doesn't necessarily matter their age or gender. I mean, some are bullied, or some are being bullied, or sexually abused at school by their peers. Some are being bullied or sexually abused by their teachers. Some are being abused or taken advantage of by probably your next door neighbors. Some are being sexually molested by their own siblings. Some are being taken advantage of by the people you entrust them to when you travel. Some are being abused by their own fathers and mothers under the same roof without the other parent's knowledge. Some are falling into boyfriends or girlfriends who expose them to sodomy and substances or unimaginable. Some people never fully heal from them, you know. Now, parents must work to build stronger connections with their children, communicate with them properly and more openly. Now, these issues are far more common than you probably realize, but they are rarely discussed. Today, I want us to patience. Even though we're talking from the perspective of parents, I even would the conversation perspective of children as well, because I know some of you or some of us who are parents already have been through this. You were probably or bullied or had all these challenges, addictions and whatnot when you were a child that your parents never knew of. You went through that. Your parents can't imagine that you really went through all those things as a young person or as a child, as a young adult. But more importantly, there are questions that I'd want us to answer. There are questions that I want us to explore. When was the last time you had an open, judgment-free conversation with your child about their feelings, experiences, relationships? And what did you learn about them and their world? Now, do you know the warning signs of bullying, abuse, hidden struggles in children? And do you feel equipped enough to address them if you even notice them? So how do you ensure that your home is a safe space where your children feel calm of judgment or punishment? Is there a way you build trust with your kids? Are you able to share some of these with us? No? Let's get talking. I want your thoughts on this. 0302216541. I thought it's high time we talked about this very all-important topic about our kids and how to keep them safe. They have challenges, some they can't articulate most of the time for fear of being punished or judged or ridiculed or whatever. But they do really have challenges. Have you noticed anything of the sort? Have you had to deal with it? Are there certain things that you've put in your home, certain measures that you've actually, go through these, or are you able to even figure it out when these things are happening? Well, that's actually the focus of our conversation today, and I need your input as well. Maybe if you have figured a system that will help, you can share it with us so that other parents can also take a cue from that and they can also emulate that. So give us a call, 0302-216-541, or you can send me a WhatsApp message on 055-1111-997. That's our WhatsApp number. So let's get talking. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
I'm okay, thank you. Della, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, let's hear you, Della.
Okay, so when my boy was going to school, I sat him down and I spoke to him and told him certain dangers that are in the environment. How about, even though he's a boy, I know someone may attempt and do certain things, maybe tapping his buttocks. And by then he was even going to the boarding. He was in the boarding house. I have to sit him down. If someone do this thing, the person is not helping you, come and tell me. If he's a student, even a teacher, you tell me, because we are that free. So he is able to talk to me. Just come and tell me. Don't hide anything from me. When he even came recently, he's now in SS. When he came, they are going for midterm. I sat him down again and I asked him, is there anything happening that you are not comfortable with? Can you tell mommy? Do you think that there's something happening? Just be free and talk to me. And I'm sure if we are with them first before having that parental control. They'll be open to talk to us. That's how I did. I used to do mine. They'll be
Right.
open to talk to us about any problem they are going through. We shouldn't wait for the things to happen before we call them down and sit and talk with them. So I normally, anytime, even if I called him in the school, I ask him, is there any problem? Do you want to talk to mommy? After he even asking me of anything, I ask him and I pray with him. That's what I do all
Wow.
the time.
That's a good one. Thank you so much for sharing with us,
Okay.
Della. 0302216541. Hello?
Lexis.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. Um, this thing, this thing is deep. Okay, so I had a Reverend minister as my dad, and I barely see him at home. I don't see. Me who me papa je Saturday break, then Sunday we dey go church, and I have to act like everything is alright at a very early age. If I'm worried, they said even as trivial as it may sound or may be, I have to act. I can't complain. I can't talk to them.
Mm.
I don't know how to talk to them. And at the long run, I remember JHS too. I had something to do with my senior for the first time, and I couldn't even talk to my dad or my mom was late, or my stepmom or anybody around. And that thing ate into me, and I started picking up some lifestyle through to secondary school, through to uni. I had a particular lifestyle that no matter how deep hurt I am, I keep it to myself because the son won't catch you through there. You need to fight things for yourself. You get it? So stop over there, stay and stop over there, stop over there, stop over there. And that thing really ate into me. Charlie did me say. So growing up being a father, I have a daughter. I practically speak to her about everything. She's young, she's just 6 years. I know my daughter from 3 years to now. We talk about everything, including the boyfriend she thinks she has in school. We talk about it. Yes, she told me that my boyfriend was a nice guy. Also, we talk about everything, and I think it's helping.
Okay.
This thing that I went through ate to a extent that when I even got married, it helped. They said, I can't open up some things that I really need to open up. I can't. To me, I can't open up to some things that I really need to open up. To me, Kasa. What does it? And sometimes my woman will ask me, so what is it? My woman asks me, so what is it? What is happening here? I'll be like, oh, I'm okay. I want to tell the person, but I don't know how to do it. Because
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain myself to people. I feel like they will not even understand.
Yeah.
So I think parents, they should watch out. Even if all can't consider them cry to you. No matter how stressed you are, find time for your kids. Spend time with them. Not spend time as to go and sit down and play their jokes with them. But at least find a medium between any of my because if you don't know when your child loses that side with you, it goes a long way to affect them. And they affect the people they marry or the people they meet in future. So
Okay.
that's what I have to say.
Thank you so much, bro. I'm grateful that you shared yours with us as well. 0302 216 541. Do you have any experiences that you would like to share? You can send us a WhatsApp message as well on 055 1111997. And I'm glad that our brother here actually alluded to his upbringing, because a lot of us, even though we are trying to be good parents and we are trying to be there for our children, I mean, when we were much younger, we also suffered all of these things. And they probably shape what kind of parent that you will become. Like him, if you didn't have anybody to talk to, if you didn't have anybody to confide in, and knowing the effects of that, you would not want your children to go through that. And that's why he's availed himself for his children. That's a good one. Thank you for sharing. 0302 216 541. All right. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Nice. What's your name?
My name is Tina. I'm calling from Turkey.
What's your name again?
Tina.
Tina. Okay, Tina. Let's hear you.
Yes. So this is about my 16-year-old daughter. She's in SHS now. So we're sitting down one Saturday, and then I was asking her why she was so attached to the nose mask during the COVID time and even afterwards. And she told me she didn't feel pretty without it. Before that, she never felt pretty about herself. And so when COVID came along, she was using the mask to cover up. And I was so disturbed why she would feel that way. So I had to encourage her, talk to her, let her tell me all her fears so that I can calmly resolve those issues for her. Going along with to help her to open up and find time to listen to their thoughts.
Wow.
So that's my contribution.
Tina, thanks a lot for sharing. So, has she been able to, gain some confidence in how she looks now?
Oh, yes, yes. In fact, before she was even dressing like a boy. But
Oh.
now, no, she's in skirts and doing makeup. So I think the talk we had really helped her to,
Nice.
come out of it.
Okay. So now, do you engage more often? What measures have you put in place to make sure that she's able to open up a bit more?
I have been able to convince her to be confident about who she is, to have future plans, and to come to me at any time with whatever concerns her. I am ready to talk to her. Right now, we are like sisters. We talk anyhow, wherever, however, and we are good.
That's great. Tina, I'm glad you shared. Have a good day, okay? All right. Let's see who's here. Hello? Yes, sir. How?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. What's your name?
My name is Ivan. I'm calling from Sapema.
Okay, Ivan. Talk to me.
It's very painful when you have parents who do not really listen, because I've experienced it firsthand. Growing up, I had parents who were kind of, I don't know how to say, difficult. Because sometimes they think they know everything, but it's not how it is. Because you might tell them or your secret or something, but they feel it's not supposed to be that way. They think they know everything. But sometimes if they have to calm down to listen to you or to listen to what you have to say, they might get to find out that it's not always what they think. Because sometimes they might not know what you are going through personally. Everyone has their own point of view, how they see stuff. Because I quite remember as I was growing up, I told my dad my secret, something I was going through. And as time went on, I got to find out he was using that against me. Because something I didn't want anyone to talk about. That was the main topic of the house. Everyone was talking about it. And it's not only our parents, people we trust the most. And I've experienced that with a leader of our church. I told him my secret, and he told me it was between me and him. And before I knew it, it was everywhere. So it's really painful when you experience that person.
Wow. Did that mar the relationship between you and your father?
It made it really difficult for me to go to them and tell them my secret, because I really had a lot of. I'm still young. I'm 19. Problems, but sometimes I don't have anyone to talk to.
Right.
Because of what they did.
And I don't know if you mind sharing, but what kind of challenges are you facing as a young person? I'm just curious about the kind of challenges you face.
As young people, we face a lot of challenges, peer pressure, a lot of stuff. Because media, we're always around. Like some of the pressures we face, we need just someone to talk to. So we go out, we see stuff. We wish we could have also have some.
Stuff like what?
Stuff like, like you see someone in a nice car, you see someone doing something, you wish, you'll be there. Sometimes you just need someone to talk to, so the person will guide you on ways you can get there. You understand?
Are you facing any of these challenges now?
Yeah, I am.
Which one? Which one?
Which one specifically? Okay. I'm into betting and a whole lot of stuff. So I think one of them will be betting. I can't stop.
You can't stop.
Me.
Oh, okay. You're addicted to betting.
Yeah, I am. And it's not only that; it's a lot. But sometimes you just need someone to talk to so you can calm down. But
the channel to talk to your father, is it broken, or you can still do that?
That trust, because before you even tell someone something, there must be a trust. And I think that trust is no more. I find it really difficult to go to them to talk to them. So sometimes I just do things I know how to do best. Yeah.
And when you say them, it means not just your father, your mother too.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So now, who do you talk to?
I talk to no one. I just find a way to deal with my own problems. Sometimes they go the right way, sometimes they go the other way. I just face it the way I know how to face it.
Okay.
If I know how to face it, I face it. If I don't know how to face it, I just deal with it whenever I can.
Okay. Do you mind talking to somebody off air? Because I feel you need a friend, and maybe we can get you a friend, a very one you can trust.
I think that might be nice.
That would be nice, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, let's make it happen, okay?
Okay.
I'm glad you figured out that there are things that you think you need help with. You get it. And that's really the first step. Once you agree that there are certain things that you need help with, then that's good. We can probably get somebody who can be a friend and support you and help you and guide you through some of these things, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'd want you to talk to my producer off air and then probably leave your contact, and then we'll see how we can help you, bro. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
That's
Good
nice.
stuff. Good stuff. Take care and have a good day.
Same to you.
All right. Okay. 0302216541. Let's see who else is here. Hello.
Yeah, Papa Reyes, good afternoon. I hope you're doing well.
All right. I'm good. How are you?
I'm very strong by the grace of God. For this topic here, it's not a laughing matter. It's a very serious, critical issue that we are discussing here. I think I'll go with the first caller. You understand? This is a very serious issue that the parents don't consider. They don't think of it, but it is very serious. Something might have gone on within your child, and before you realize, then it has eaten up in the person. I believe even in the schools, some of the teachers are harassing these children, both male and female children. They are harassing them, and some of them will even tell them that when mommy asks you, don't tell him or don't tell her. When daddy asks you, don't tell him. If you tell them, you are going to die or whatever. You understand? So if you sit your child down and be asking these questions, you have to be curious. Inquisitive, asking such questions. Even if there's something there and they don't want to tell you, you see from the face, then you'll be lying them that, or you'll be telling them that, oh, tell me, I know there's something like that happening. Tell me. If you tell me nothing will happen to you, tell me, I'll buy you this, I have this for you, I'll give you this. And they will tell you. Then if there are some problems, you start solving them. But if you don't engage in conversation with them, you might not know. Before you realize, then it is eating them up. So I think the conversation is the key. Be curious. Then be asking. Keep on asking. And whatever happening, they will tell you both their colleagues bullying them. And even some of the stepfathers, some of the stepfathers, they will be harassing these young ladies at home. They might not know. So I think it's very important. Big up yourself for this topic.
All right. Thank you very much, Joseph, for your thoughts on this. Very interesting messages coming through. I think I got this one from Sylvia, who says, let's be friends with our kids and they will feel comfortable telling us everything. My son tells me literally everything that happens to him in school every day. All right. And Lexis, good afternoon. I'm a 19-year-old guy, and Lexis, trust me, I go through a lot of psychological abuse, especially from my mom, and I've lost complete trust in my mom. And hardly do I talk to my parents about anything that's bothering me. And often my suggestions are not even taken into consideration, especially about my future. Again, they compare me to my other friends, which has made me move away from their presence. So most often, I'm just quiet. Anyway, keep me anonymous. Okay, you are anonymous, but oh dear. I mean, if you need us to get you somebody to talk to as well, we're willing and glad to do that. Okay, so I can understand what you're going through, but take it easy. Let's see how best we can help. Okay. All right. Hello.
Yeah, listen, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Listen, this is Abusa Jackson, Jelani.
Okay, Jackson. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much for this program this afternoon.
Welcome.
I think we as a parent, we have to get more time for our children. Now it looks like every parent is busy, from dawn to evening. Some of the parents, they don't know where their children sleep, who is their friend, those kind of things. We are busy. Listen, I work with one of government institutions. We do education about hard drugs. When I say hard drugs, like we and those things.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, sometimes when we go to school, at the age, children who are in class 4, class 5, whatever they know, listen, sometimes we're surprised. And some of their parents don't know all these things. But me, always, the question I ask always is that we are busy. Yes, we are busy for what? We are busy because our children, we have to feed our children, like the way you say it. We have to take care of them, provide food. But you are busy. Later when you come back, your children tend to something else you don't like. So the busy you are, what is the benefit? We have to have a little time. When we have one day with them too, let's listen to them. Let's take them as a friend. Listen to them. Know their friends, who they move with. A lot of parents don't know those things. So thank you very much, and thank you, Joy FM. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Jackson. I'm grateful that you called in as well. I would actually just read some more messages because we literally run out of time. But this is a conversation that we really need to further and see how best we can help. Because we hardly talk about these things. You know, these things go largely unnoticed, or they're like forbidden topics. But they shouldn't be, because like today, you've heard from a young person, a teenager, who's literally going through addictions and little problems, but can't even speak to his parents about it. And these are real life issues that are happening in certain homes, and we need to find a way of getting help for these young ones so that they don't grow up broken, or they don't grow up with scars, emotional scars and all of that. Theo in Ngbawe says, Lexis, my siblings always branded me as a bad boy. Anything that goes wrong in the house, when my parents ask, they say, it's me. I became isolated from them. I always go to the beach, which is a few meters from the house. All these happened before 12 years. And this has made me distant myself from this up to now, though it's been over 40 years. Wow. That's serious, eh? Now, this one too says, Lexis, I grew up in a very strict house. No one to really talk to. This really made me secretive. I can't really share my pain with anyone. Wish I could ask for advice from my mom, but I'll be judged. And I want her to guide me. And this is very sad. That's sad indeed, Finai. Thank you. Thank you for all the messages that you shared with us. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. Let's find out what's happening in news. But I think that we would have a sequel. We need to have a sequel to